Hi guys, Jord here, and in today's video, I'm just going to talk a little bit about nutrition and the types of things that I eat on a sort of weekly basis to sort of try and hit my goals. So whether that be like cutting, bulking, or maybe even just maintaining. But yes, I'm going to talk a little bit about nutrition today. So when it comes to nutrition, you want to be tracking your calories, your protein, your carbs, and your fats. So you want to know what's in your food, because that sort of then just takes away all of the guesswork. You don't want to be guessing. You want to sort of know what you're eating, so you can exactly sort of know what's in the foods that you're eating in each sort of given day.
So I'm just going to quickly show you guys what sort of things I'd get on a weekly shop. So you can see I've got sort of lots of sort of veg with peppers, broccoli, asparagus, spring onions. Carbs, I've got rice, sweet potatoes, some rice bags, and then going on to sort of protein, I've got some sirloin steak, which I absolutely love from Morrison's, some turkey steaks with some sort of seasoning on, some just sort of plain chicken breasts, and then I've also got some cottage cheese, some ham off the deli, and yeah, that sort of sums it up really. So I've got, you can see, good quality proteins, good quality carbs, and I've got my greens in there as well.
I think one of the things for me that really helped me sort of move in the right direction with my nutrition side of things was just using MyFitnessPal. You know, like you can track everything. You don't have to get like a pen and paper anymore like you used to. Like you used to have to track it. It was hard work. Now, it sort of takes minutes, if that, like a minute or two, to just enter your food into an app. So there's no excuses to not sort of get results and, like I say, get rid of the guesswork. Another thing that I'm going to talk about is some of my favourite foods from each food group. So you've got your protein, which I'd always go for like chicken breast or turkey, fish, so tuna, salmon, sea bass, haddock, cod, and depending on what fish you get, it can be also very low in sort of calories but high in protein. And then you sort of got eggs, and I also do sometimes use whey protein. Can't miss out a good piece of steak. Ribeye, sirloin for me, but yeah, good piece of steak, another great source of protein. So there's loads, when you look around, there's loads of dishes that you can make, and you experiment with different dishes and get creative with it. And then you've got your carbohydrates. So I use regularly sort of jacket potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice is a major one that I sort of go to. It's like a go-to for me. Most lunchtimes I'll have like rice. Yeah, so oatmeal. So I'd go for like oats in the morning, bowl of oats, chuck on a banana as well, a bit of honey or something. So they're sort of some good carbohydrates for you to sort of help out. And then you've got your fats. Fats, of course, are higher in calories naturally. So what you've got to think is a gram of fat is 9 calories, whereas a gram of carbohydrates, 4 calories, and a gram of proteins, 4 calories. So you can see that if you have a gram of fat compared to a gram of protein or carbs, you're instantly going to be having 5 more calories per gram, which soon adds up. For example, avocados. Good food. I have them for breakfast sometimes on a piece of brown bread or something. You know, bread's not bad for you. I've spoken about this in another video. That just comes to your daily calorie intake. But avocados, they're high in calories because of the fats within the avocado.
Right, so let's get into some cooking. So you can see I've got some chicken, some rice, soy sauce, garlic, ginger, chopped a pepper up, and also chopped a little bit of spring onion up. So to start with, all we're going to do is just spray some 1 cal spray into the pan. And then I just weigh the chicken as it is. So you'll see that at the moment it weighs 488 grams. And now we have 2 to 8 grams, so that means I've had 260 grams. And then to start with, just chuck the chicken, the pepper, and spring onion into the pan, and then just stir continuously really until the chicken starts to cook through. So the chicken's starting to cook now, so I've just dropped in the garlic, ginger, and soy sauce. So then all I'm going to do is just carry on stirring until I know that it's sort of fully cooked. So it doesn't take long. So then I just put the rice in the microwave and then put the rice on the plate, put everything out the pan on top, and there we have it, done, nice and quick.
So I'd just say track everything. So if you, for example, have tracked your food for a week or two and your average calories are 1,900 or 2,000, and you're staying about the same weight, then it's up to you to decide whether you want to maybe build some muscle on top of sort of the physique that you've got now. And if you do, you might want to add, say, 200 calories a day, 150, 200 calories a day, and see you're getting on with that. You might need to go up to sort of 350 a day maybe to get that surplus calories to make you build the muscle that you need. But you don't want to add too many calories on, because you'll just end up gaining more body weight than what's needed. You know, your body weight will go up, but so will your body fat, if that makes sense, which is not what you're trying to do. You want to try and get as much muscle as you can with as little body fat. So small adjustments, small increases in calories if your goal is to build muscle. But on the other side of that, which is what I'm currently doing this summer, is just trying to trim down a little bit and sort of lean out and reduce my body fat. If you have been tracking your calories and you're on 2,000, let's use for ease, and you are maintaining your weight, so you're not gaining any but you're not losing any, I would then advise just dropping down to sort of probably about 1,900, see you getting on there. If you've lost a good amount of weight too quickly, you could even go up to like 1,950, because it's small little steps, because you want to keep the muscle mass that you've got. Whereas if you cut calories too quickly, you'll lose weight, but you'll also lose muscle mass quite quickly, which is obviously not what you want to do. So you just cut slowly. But I believe if I was on 2,000 and I wanted to reduce my body fat, I would go down to like 1,900 if I'd been maintaining it at 2,000, and just see you get on. A lot of it's trial and error. So let's go on now to the topic of cooking, everybody's favourite. So with cooking, I hear a lot of people say, oh, but it takes a load of time and I can't really cook. And see that's something that, it depends what you're cooking, but if you're just doing the sort of meals that I cook, they take like 15-20 minutes, and they're full of good sort of nutrition, good, it's good for you, it's good food for you. So you don't really need any longer than 20 minutes for some meals. Well, for most of the dishes that I cook, 20 minutes tops. And when it comes to saying that you can't cook, I think, well, that's mindset, isn't it? That's in your mind. Just you need to change that. Watch videos or read a cookbook, but at least try and learn. Because to say that, oh, I just can't cook, I think you'll find that if you put your mind to it, you can, and you'll get the rewards from that. There's nothing like cooking your own food, knowing what's in your food as well. So it depends how important your goals are, but I think most people, if they put their mind to it, can cook. Not to mention that cooking is also a good life skill to have. It's a good life skill. It's going to you're going to be able to live the rest of your life with that skill, knowing that you can just cook wherever you go. You can get a sort of meal out, or even if you got steak or chicken, and you just know that you can do a dish with it. So definitely a good life skill. You need to start making it like a priority. So it's one of your priorities of your day-to-day sort of habits, if you like. So you need to start thinking, I don't want to, for example, but I'm going to cook. It's a priority. I need to do it. I'm not going to order in tonight. I'm not going to have a fast sort of ready meal. Or you need to make it a priority to say, I'm going to cook, and just do it. Like I said, 20 minutes usually, 15, 20 minutes, make it a priority. And it'll become that habit that then, doesn't seem too difficult. So a couple of weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, it'll be a lot easier than if you say started today. So as I say, just make it a habit, make it a priority, and be consistent.
So aren't you guys in for a treat? I'm going to show you another meal, but this time using salmon. So you can just see the ingredients that I've got on the board here. That's what I'm going to use for this dish. So all I'm going to do is just rip off some foil and spray it with 1 cal spray. And then just put the salmon or the fish of your choice with the rest of the ingredients onto the foil. That's the first step. Just simply fold the foil over so it's like a parcel. And then I've just put that salmon in the oven to cook. So now I'm going to start cooking the noodles. So I've just got these noodles. You can see the values there on the back. So, I've got everything tracked out, put it into my fitness pal, like I spoke about earlier in the video. And yeah, so let's get that boiling. And then just grab it out of the oven when it's cooked and unfold it. And there you go. There it is. So easy. Yeah, it's not the most attractive dish, but not always about the presentation. It's about what it tastes like. That's the main thing. And then all I'm going to do is just tip the noodles that are now cooked on top of the salmon and the peppers and the sort of garlic and chilli that we added. And that's it, done.
You can even as well make it, sometimes I'll do this, but you can even make it a bit more enjoyable by, if you've got nobody to speak to in the house or something, by just putting in a podcast in your headphones or earphones, and that can make it go quicker. So you're not just standing around doing nothing, just apart from cooking, you're standing around just thinking it's a bit boring. If you've got your headphones in, listening to a podcast, you're learning as well, so you're doing like a 2-in-1. You're learning, taking in good information, but cooking as well. So that's something that I do. Or you can even listen to music. If you've had a long day at work or something, you know, cook your meals, have a bit of a dance. I'm guilty of that sometimes, but yeah, sometimes, you know, it just makes the process easier and quick, feels like the time goes quicker, but at least you're cooking, which, you know, as I say, that's how you're going to get the results, you know, with good nutrition. And then last but not least, I'm going to talk about hydration, because I think that's one that a lot of people sort of know that they should be doing, but they don't. You need to be making sure you're drinking your water, and it's okay eating really healthy, and that's a really good thing, which obviously is massive when it comes to your diet and your nutrition for your training, but hydration's massive, you know. So make sure that you're getting a good amount of water in when you first wake up, get a sort of good glass of water in, and throughout the day then just keep sipping on water. But it's definitely an important one that a lot of people probably overlook. That's it really for today's sort of video. I hope you found it useful, and it's just something that I thought I'd sort of make a quick video on, just sort of some of the foods that I regularly eat and cook. And I quite like cooking, so I thought I'd make a video just talking about that and making my own sort of meals, and there'll be plenty more in the future. And I might even start just putting on videos of a meal and how I've done it, and it might give some of you guys a little bit of inspiration of what to cook. And as I say, you know, and they're only taking like 15-20 minutes. Let's say half an hour of some meals. Let's just say, look, if it was a bit of a more challenging meal, it might take half an hour, but still, if you've got your music on or a podcast, it soon goes by, and it's something that I think the more you do with cooking, the more you start to enjoy it. So, as I say, hope you found the video useful. Please make sure to like the video if you have enjoyed it. So I always forget to ask to like the video, but I should. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it, please drop it a like, because I'm trying to obviously put out the content now more regularly, so I'd really appreciate that. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video.